Las Bandidas.
Recuerdos que me llevan a soñar. Bandidas las que un día aprendieron a amar. Dulces como tus besos, dulce el sabor del tiempo, como un barril añejo, todo un recuerdo, son las bandidas de mi corazón. Bandidas, bandidas, los recuerdos que me llevan a soñar. Bandidas, bandidas, tú y yo nos volvemos a encontrar. Tomaremos otra copa hasta el final.
Las Bandidas.
Bandidas,
Las Bandidas.
quiero amar.
Why didn't you ever tell me that Ruben is my father's son? Why didn't you tell me that Ruben is my brother? Why did you tell me? I don't understand. Finally, here's the missing piece of the horrific puzzle. Now we can really play seriously with Olegario Montoya.
Amparo will know the truth from me. I am going to tell her right now that this garbage you told her is all a lie.
Stop there right now. Olegario is behind all of this. I'm certain of it, Pancho. Amparo doesn't love him. She's being forced to marry him.
Because for you, this bad decision you're making, Amparo, will make you unhappy. And I don't want that for you.
Bandidas,
Las Bandidas.
aprendieron a amar.
I had to correct that ridiculous nonsense any way I could. The kids have fallen in love, and they'll do crazy things, and then the consequences will come. So what I did was to correct those things just in time. By taking my daughter out of the mud and putting her in a garden filled with flowers. And for me, that was the best way to do it.
You really are a pig.
Olegario is an idiot. Beast who's capable of hitting even his own daughter to impose his will.
But he's the most powerful man in the region, and he's her father. What do you think you can do?
I don't know. Pancho, I don't know, but I can't let them force Amparo to marry an idiot. She has the right to choose her destiny. Am I right?
And you cannot do anything. What are you gonna do? Force her to go with you? What do you think will happen if you do such a stupid thing?
The worst that can happen is to be separated from the woman I love, Pancho.
Ruben, don't be selfish. Think of your mother. She would suffer a lot if anything happened to you. And understand once and for all that you're a small pebble before the great wall that's Olegario. He will crush you without pity, and you know it. So it's best that you stay away from Amparo and look for another woman to make you forget what you feel. Because if he sees Amparo with you, Olegario will kill you first. Understand? He will kill you.
Corey, I talked to her. I tried to make her see reason, but she won't. She insists that she'll push through with this wedding.
I also tried to convince her, but she even became more stubborn by telling me that she'll marry Reynaldo.
This is so weird. I'm just wondering what Daddy told her. Could he have threatened her? Because she changed her mind just like that.
I don't know, and frankly, I'm really surprised. You know why? Because she's rebellious. She'll confront him.
Yes. Daddy has always been very good with us three. Even with Nanny. In this house, he has been a wonderful father, but... Oh, but then none of us had ever really confronted him except Amparo. And obviously, that's what drove him crazy, right?
Do you know what I'm starting to realize? That Daddy has hidden many things from us. Like, for instance, about Mom with Tulio Irizabal. And so, I started to think deeply about it. And could it be that Dad revealed something to Amparo that she didn't know? And that's what's been keeping her from doing what her heart wants with her life?
How weird. And Nanny, why does Amparo at this stage in her life now seem to hate Nanny? There's something that neither of us know, because the thing with Nanny makes no sense.
I don't know.
You may have a lot of money, but it does you no good, because you neither have principles nor morals. You're petty and mean, a heartless man, one who uses his power to destroy lives.
If you go and tell Amparo the truth, she is just going to run away to look for Ruben. And then she will leave the marriage hanging. And I won't let that happen.
You may not care for your daughter, but I do. And I am not going to let Amparo live in that pit.
Come on, that's not true, woman. A woman who is going to marry the man who was her boyfriend happens every day. And in time, everything is forgotten, especially if there's money available.
For the first time, I'll do what I think is fair, Oligario, and not what you order me to do.
A mistake that you will soon regret.
Well, you asked for it.
You know me, Zenaida. You know that those who are not my friends are my enemies. And when it comes to my enemies, I can be ruthless.
Don't you dare threaten me, because I am not afraid. You can do with me whatever you want, but you will not stop me from telling the truth to Amparo.
Of course I'm going to stop you.
Well, I don't see how.
With your son.
You see, it's not about humbling yourself or bowing your head, Ruben. It's simply accepting the reality in life. We are here to be happy, and we must fight for this happiness.
And that's what I've tried to do, Pancho. I've tried to be happy beside the woman I love.
But you can't have everything in life. I also loved intensely. But she wanted nothing with me. Later on, I got it. I stayed away and allowed time to cover up my feelings.
You stopped loving her?
No. I stopped waiting. But you're still young, Ruben. And soon time will ease all the sadness. Forget about Amparo. Leave behind what doesn't belong to you, what's not yours.
Well, I can try, Pancho, but I don't think I can get Amparo out of my heart.
Why are you doing this? Why do you have to sacrifice? It's like, I don't know, like you were paying for a sin.
Nothing can erase this horror. Nothing can erase what I did with what I did with my brother.
Don't meddle with my son.
You wouldn't want your little boy to meet an accident now, would you? Am I right?
You wouldn't do that.
Don't go doing anything stupid, Zenaida. Think of Ruben. It's not fair for the boy to pay for the consequences of your actions. How far would you be willing to go to defend him? I would be willing to do anything to defend my daughters. It will depend on you if the boy will live for many years more. You know that I'm not going to allow that relationship. Even if I have to do something to make sure it happens. They're already separated. But if you tell them the truth, Ruben will have to disappear. Because I think that's the only way for Amparo to never see him again. Do you understand?
Someday you will pay for all of this.
The bar.
Olegario's a man who's different from the others. He's a tough one, with a lot of character. Sometimes he can be kind-hearted and nice. If you're loyal, he can put you on a pedestal. But if you betray him or backbite him, he's implacable. And so much so that he can be cruel.
Aren't you scared of that?
I have this man eating from my hands.
And so why do you want to get rid of him?
I don't know. With Olegario, I have what I've always wanted. Security, stability, money, and a man who lives to love me and please me all the time. He's been like this since we got married.
Okay, Milena, that's what any woman who respects herself yearns for in her life.
The only bad trait Olegario has is his idea that women can't work. That she lives only to get pregnant and bring up children and to do what her husband wants all the time. Because with the rest. And you know what? He's good considering his age.
And so what more do you want? Oh, don't tell me that you miss your old life.
No, I don't miss it at all. But you see, the problem isn't Olegario. It's Fabiola, his eldest daughter.
The woman who was with Alonso the day you did your masterful acting piece?
That idiot discovered my affair with another man, and she declared war. But I swear that the idiot will be destroyed. She's going to pay.
Laurento Hotel.
Hello, Fermina.
Hello, Fabiola.
What's up?
I'm happy to see you here. I'm doing my numbers.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I just had to get out of the house. You see, I really can't accept that absurd wedding. I don't know what my sister has in her head.
What do you mean?
She's not even in love. Although we know that her love for Ruben is impossible, she can't get married to a man she doesn't love.
Well, with what you're telling me, let's see. It seems that Amparo is being punished for something.
But why? What could she have done to make her punish herself this way?
That's what I don't understand. In this day and age, who's forced to get married? Come on. With all the opportunities that this girl has and who she is.
But of course, you see, as of now, I don't know. She can travel, study, do
Of
what she wants,
course.
but frankly, I don't understand.
Of course. Well, she inherited your seal. Stubbornness. The Montoya seal.
Fermina, we're not going to talk about that again. Don't talk to me about Alonso, please.
Him? Am I talking about Alonso? Have I said anything? Oh, well, the only thing that I want is... let me tell you the story of Remigio.
Of Remigio?
Yes, Remigio.
What story of Remigio?
All right.
The mares are all in perfect condition. They're developing very well.
That makes me very happy, because the mares are very important for the experiment.
This makes me happy, because these mares are responding very well, and they're important for the experiment.
Yes, that's true. You don't know how happy that makes me feel.
Yes. We'll soon have very healthy foals.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yes, I'll get going.
Okay. Hello, Martha. What news do you have?
The best kind. I have the document in my hand.
Oh, well then that's very good news. Did he give it to you without any sort of problem?
None whatsoever. Infante was satisfied with the negotiation. And we have a case that looks very important, Rodrigo.
Oh, I'm glad. You see that I think it's really very good news. We have to celebrate. Let's see when we can get together for that.
Oh, you know I'd love to, Rodrigo. However, it will be complicated today because we're celebrating Miguel's birthday.
I came for you so we can go out somewhere, because today is very special.
Yes, that's right. But the thing is that first I have to prepare the meal of my dad so he can eat it when he comes back. And after that, I have to do many errands in town. But you can come if you want.
Okay. Do you need help while you're in the kitchen?
Do you know how to chop onions?
Well, it turns out that Remigio was having a few drinks with some friends, and the table beside them had two drunks, who they noticed were flirting. But it was the friend of Remigio who was targeted by the woman, and he knew.
But I don't understand, Fermina. Why are you telling me this?
Oh, because I was impressed by that. And, well, I wanted to tell my friend. Oh, don't tell me it bothers you.
No, not at all. So tell me what happened.
Oh, well, and then the poor Remigio, well, seeing that these women, especially the one who was more drunk, was stalking his friend, well, they decided to get the bill and leave. But the other one stayed to pay the bill. Understand?
And then what? What happened?
Okay, but don't rush me to tell the story. Well, anyway, since the two had left, the woman who was more drunk had jumped on the guy, and the guy puts her in her place and told her to respect herself
Really?
the way that she should.
And I imagine the woman went after him and pursued him, right?
Well, you're definitely smart, Fabiola. How did you know? Well, even if they were out on the street, that darn woman was acting like the victim. And you know what she did? She was all over him and grabbed him and kissed him on the mouth. Just when his girlfriend arrived, and that's what she saw.
Fermina, why do I feel I know this story? You didn't have to tell me that so we can talk about Malena and Alonso. It's not necessary.
Because if not, you would not have stopped to listen. You have to understand what I want to say. It's true, Fabiola. The ones there were Remigio, Alonso, and Rodrigo. And here was Malena stalking him and pursuing him because he told her to stop hounding him, so she kissed him, and bad luck. That was when you approached them precisely, and you saw only a little part of the encounter. It's true, Fabiola.
The bar.
Fabiola can't deal with me. The poor naive girl doesn't know what it's like to fight hard in life. Her father gave her everything. You see, if it weren't for her, I'd stay peacefully with Oligario. I would sit down and watch him get old and wait for my inheritance absolutely calm. But with that girl set on kicking me out of the house and making my life impossible, well, I can't do that.
That's not easy for you, Malena. And so tell me, what is your plan?
The usual. To play harder and to get that hindrance out of my way. And to become the sole and legitimate owner of the ranch and the Las Bandidas rum.
Well, knowing you, I'm very sure that you can do it.
But before I can do that, I have to accomplish something more.
Something more? Malena, I know that look of yours. So who's the victim? That guy who rejected you?
He didn't reject me. The problem is, he's playing hard to get. But deep down he knows he'll end up with me.
Today I'll drink, because more than ever I have reasons to celebrate. Your return to the ranch, the health of the mares, and finally, the appearance of the document that can change things, especially for Olegario Montoya.
And what's this document about?
You'll find out.
Well, cheers to whatever made you so happy.
Good.
Even if you'll allow me to tell you. This will bring you farther from Corina. Don't forget she's the daughter of Oligario.
The more things there are to separate us, the better it will be. This way, she'll understand why I'm distancing myself, and she won't suffer for something that's impossible.
Well, I feel sorry for you and for her, because she's not to blame for the deeds of her father, although she's paying for them.
Yes, it's not fair. But what justice could have done. For the death of my brother is always at the back of our minds. It's always with us. And the evil and darkness of Olegario Montoya is undoubtedly so huge that it has to affect his family.
already separated. But if you tell them the truth, Ruben will have to disappear. Because I think that's the only way for Amparo never to see him again.
Zenaida! 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 What's the matter? What happened? What's wrong?
For the champagne toast of the bride and groom, let's use the long goblets. Goodness.
Good day,
The
sir.
ones made of crystal. Oligario! Oh, Oligario, everything is turning out to be beautiful. It's just too bad that the people that we hired don't know much about setting tables. And as for good taste and protocol, they know nothing. I have to explain everything, Oligario. Everything. But don't you worry. Our reception will be very elegant.
That's what I hope, because that's what I paid for.
Mr. Oligario,
Huh?
I came as soon as they told me. What is it?
Horacio, I want you to meet the mother of the groom, Mrs. Lucila Castillo.
Oh, hello.
Meet the chief registrar of the town.
Pleased to meet you. A pleasure.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, I'll have the honor of marrying off your son.
Thank you. Oh, excuse me. I have to take care of some details.
Oh.
Excuse me. Young man.
Me, ma'am?
Yes, you.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Oligario, if you called me to find out how everything is going, the chapel has been fully repaired. I brought over a desk so we can have
Forget
the,
about that, Horacio, because there have been changes. The wedding will be here, so look for the priest and arrange everything.
Wait, hold on. What did you say? Why?
Because this is what I want, Horacio. Because I want the wedding to be here, in a family environment. So just look for the priest. Here we have everything more or less under control.
But what could happen?
Nothing, Horacio. I just want the wedding to be held here. Amparo was born in Las Bandidas, so I want the wedding to be in Las Bandidas. So you just go get the priest. Is there a problem with that?
No, but the thing is, the chapel has already been fixed, and besides, I made...
Horacio, I want the wedding to take place here.
Yes. If you say so, Mr. Oligario.
Bandidas las que un día aprendieron a amar. Las que un día aprendieron a
Las
amar.
Bandidas. Laurento Hotel.
No, Fermina, no. You see, it's not necessary to tell me this story. Neither you nor Remigio. Because I haven't forgotten that Remigio is a good friend of Alonso. And I'm sure that he's making up this entire story to make me think that he's innocent.
I don't understand why you have to be so distrustful, Fabiola. If Remigio swore to me, then the story happened like that. And everything coincides with everything that I've been telling you about the witch that is Malena. Poor thing, but then she's been stalking him. She's been hounding the poor Alonso.
Oh, sure. Poor thing, right?
That's right.
Poor Alonso, the victim.
That's right. Yes, poor Alonso. You don't have a good relationship with Rodrigo, but he was also there. Why don't you make an effort and talk to him so you'll see that he'll tell you
No.
exactly the same thing?
No, I'm not going to talk to any Irazabal. For this, no, I
Well,
won't
you
do
can
it.
do it to end this problem once and for all so you can hear the truth. You don't realize that Malena's been stalking him. Malena is the one who looks for Alonso. Listen, she shows up in his house, in his car. She crosses the street to go after him, to
You're
stalk
too
him.
loud.
I don't care. This hotel is mine. You know what? This is a trap that she's setting up in order to separate you and Alonso. You don't see it, but I see that the way you're talking, she won.
You see, Alonso's very clever. And of course, I'm sure that he convinced you to tell me good things about him.
Well, you know what, Fabiola? Forgive me if I deceived you. But if I didn't do that, you weren't going to listen to what I was telling you. This is the story. This is the truth. It's what I've been telling you, please. You know what? The problem and the cause of it all is Malena. Today and always. And not Alonso.
Hello. And how are you, Fermina, Fabiola?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine.
Well, that's good. Congratulations. I heard that your sister's getting married.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I have to finish doing some things for the party.
Sure.
Let's continue our
All
talk
right.
later.
Well, what's the matter with Fabiola? She's always so nice, but I noticed she was a bit unpleasant.
Oh, I didn't notice that. But you know, she is a little tense about the party. You know that in every wedding, the bride and groom and the guests are stressed out, like we are. So here's your key. Thank you.
Thank you, Fermina.
Oh, goodness.
Mr. Olegario, what a surprise.
I thought that you'd come over. But since you didn't, I decided to call you and invite you formally to the wedding of Amparo.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Count me in. I'll be there.
Perfect, then. You can bring your daughter so she can accompany you. Or whoever you want to invite, whatever you prefer.
Marisol, how are you?
Fine. I'm in the shopping center right now with Miguel. He doesn't have any idea, but I think he must be feeling sad because I didn't greet him.
Oh, that's all right. Now everything in the room will be ready very soon. So I'll finish dressing up, I'll get ready, and I'll go there. So I'll see you there.
All right. Anyway, I'll see you then with Miguel.
And where do you have to be with me?
Hello, Martha.
Hello, Alonso. What a surprise.
Sorry. I came at a bad time.
No, relax. It's all right.
No, if you want, I'll come back later. I was just passing and wanted to talk to you, but...
Come in, tell me. What's it about?
Well, you see, I wanted to ask if you'd like to go to the wedding of Amparo Montoya.
Alonso, really? Aren't you coming in?
No, really. I'm fine here.
And so today, the youngest daughter of Olegario Montoya is getting married.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. He just invited me and suggested that I invite someone.
Mm-hmm. And why did you think of me?
Well, I could have gone with Marisol, but she'll be at the party of Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I don't think she'd like to go because of what happened with Fabiola.
I understand.
And so, you want to go with me?
I was with my friend in town, and I invited her to the wedding so you can meet her. It's not going to be a problem, right?
Of course not. On the contrary, I want to meet her.
You'll just love her. You'll see. I just saw the decorations in the garden, but I thought the wedding would be in church and not here. I was just told by the mother of Reynaldo.
A last-minute decision.
How come?
Oh, nothing. I thought it would be better, more comfortable for everybody.
That is true, sweetheart. Besides, the house is so beautiful, and a wedding here would be unforgettable. What's the matter? Why are you so serious? Is something wrong?
No, nothing. I just want everything to work out well, that there won't be problems. I'll go shower now.
Thank you.
Are you feeling better?
Pancho, thanks for the tea.
The truth is that ever since I've known you, and it's been many years, I had never seen you that distressed. What happened, Zenaida?
Olegario is the most perverse being I've ever known in my life, Pancho. A monster who will do anything. I know why Amparo left Ruben.
So, So is it what you thought? That he is involved in all of this?
Yes. But I never thought he'd be willing to do something so monstrous. To lie to his daughter so he can force her to marry Reynaldo.
But what did he do?
He told her that she and Ruben were siblings.
Well, I tried to knock on her door several times, but she doesn't want to answer. She doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Oh no, Cory. She decided she's going to get married, so what else can we do?
Oh, poor Amparo.
This is crazy.
Look, I'm going to my room for a while.
Go ahead. Cory?
I thought you had left.
I won't tolerate you entering my room anytime you want, Milena, so get the heck out.
I'm leaving, relax. Because you see, I can't stand the smell of this room. An empty room smells like darkness.
Well, it's not empty anymore, and I came back to stay in my room, in my house, and I'm not leaving again.
You won't be here for long. Since you know that Olegario does what I want, and sooner than later, he'll kick you out of this house. I guarantee it.
You don't say. But when will that happen? It has to be soon. It has to happen before I show this report to my father.
What's that?
This, Milena. Do you know Hector Aljure? Well, yes. I'm sure you know him perfectly well. He's the one who gave me this report. Here it says exactly who you are. Your past, your relationships, everything, Milena. This is your passport out of here. How about that? Huh?
But that's not true. How can Olegario even think of such atrocity? To make this girl believe that Ruben is her brother.
You must have a heart of stone to do something so mean to a daughter. The poor girl is suffering, Pancho. And she feels that she committed a sin by falling in love with her brother. A father doesn't do that.
I know about many things that Olegario has done. But I had never really thought that he's capable of hurting his own flesh and blood.
But then he doesn't care, Pancho. What his daughter has been going through doesn't move him. He's only interested in what he wants. The girl has been living in pure misery because she thinks that she committed a sin. She fell in love with Ruben. Now she wants to uproot this love because she thinks that it's a sin because it's sinful. Understand?
And so, he didn't make a fool of Ruben. And not only are the things as Ruben thinks either. And as he says, she is really in love with him.
Of course she loves him. Olegario destroyed her with that lie, and that's why she agreed to marry Reynaldo, to stay away from Ruben. She is sacrificing for him.
The damage you'll do to your own child has no pardon. Olegario will pay for what he is doing.
Such is life, Milena. You thought you were going to kick me out of my house, and now it's you who's going out through the back door. You'll be roaming the streets. Or maybe you'll even go to jail, right?
Don't be naive. Do you think you can scare me with something as ridiculous as that?
Ridiculous? Do you think the report of your friend Hector Aljure is ridiculous? We'll see about that.
He's not my friend. I have nothing to do with him.
Oh, no? I know perfectly well that my father had hired him before he married you. What my father doesn't know is that you teamed up with him to change that report and to show my father that you're a saint, Milena. An ideal wife. I saw you, Milena. I saw you in this house. In a very suspicious situation with him, not to say compromising.
That's what you imagined yourself, because your father didn't believe you when you accused me.
That's what you think. Hector Aljure betrayed you. And this happens a lot among people like you, right? The minute you show them a little more money, right? The loyalty ends, Milena. What's the matter? Why do you look that way? Why are you so pale? Are you afraid of this report? Frankly, things must be terrible, right? How does it feel, Milena, to know that in a couple of hours you'll be kicked out of this house? No one will help you. No one, Milena. You're not laughing, huh? Well, it's my turn now.
And I've faced people much more dangerous than you and defeated them.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit. Normally, these criminals just end up fighting among themselves, am I right?
If you keep on provoking me, I'll talk to Oligario.
Do it. That would be wonderful, Milena. If you want, I'll go with you and then he can read this report in front of both of us. Let's go.
He won't believe what it says, Fabiola.
My father knows that Hector Aljure is a swindler and a liar. He will believe everything here, Milena, and he'll realize that you got together with him to make you look like the ideal woman, the best woman in the world. And it's so sad, Milena, that you have to resort to paying a detective to clear your name. It's not very hard to imagine what my father's going to do with you. What will you do? Will you take it away? Don't be so naive, Milena. Do you think I only have this copy? I made many, many copies because it's not only my father who is interested in finding out who you really are.
You can't win with me, Fabiola. I'm going to convince Oligario that that's another invention of yours to separate us.
Really? And what will you do when my father starts confirming with all the people who are named here? He'll also think that these people want to separate you from him? Go away, Milena. Go away and leave my father alone, because I won this fight. Leave now, Milena. Go away.
Laurento Hotel.
Of course I'd love to go with you, Alonso. But the problem is, well...
Okay, stop. I understand that you have a party for Miguel. Pretend I didn't say anything.
No, Alonso, don't leave yet. Relax. Listen, Miguel will start his party early, and for sure I'm going to be with him, of course. But he will want to be with his friends, with Marisol, since it's logical and normal. So, I think that I can go with you without any problems. But then I don't know what Fabiola will think.
But what can she think? She must take it naturally. She decided to go on with her life and I with mine. I can go with who I want. Besides, it's just two friends attending a wedding, don't you think?
Yes, but I still don't know how she'll react or what she'll think.
Well, and so... Sergio won't like it either when he sees me at the party with his ex-wife, don't you think? That's why there's no problem. After all, Fabiola had decided to marry Sergio. That's why, to each his own.
Okay, so that means I can't see any reason why I can't go with you. I'm going.
Okay. Then I'll pick you up at Miguel's party.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll see you.
My father knows that Hector Aljure is a swindler and a liar. He will believe everything here, Milena, and he'll realize that you got together with him to make you look like the ideal woman, the best woman in the world.
I curse the day you were born, Fabiola. I hate you. I swear that you'll pay for this. I swear it, darn you!
Fabi, have you seen my wallet here? Because it's not in... And why do you look so happy?
Because, Corey, it feels very good that I trapped a rat.
You trapped a rat?
Yes.
I don't understand anything, but I'm happy to see you like this.
You're right, Corey. There are good days and there are bad days. What was that?
My brown wallet. I thought that I had left it.
Oh, no, it's not here.
You want something?
Like what?
Something from the kitchen.
No, thank you.
You trapped a rat.
Our leaving is almost
irrelevant, actually.
Anyway, now tell me, aren't you going to the party of the husband of Milena?
No. The truth is I don't have a very good relationship with Olegario Montoya.
Oh, I see. So you're going to miss it.
Forero. I wouldn't be so happy. Don't get close to Olegario Montoya, because he's a dangerous man.
Why not? I am the family doctor who has to be beside him. You should be thanking me because I'm always taking care of him. One thing, though, if you see Miriam, tell her to wait. I have to go to the pharmacy for an errand.
Milena.
Answer, you scumbag. Where are you? Oh, Alhure, you'll pay for this betrayal. I can't allow Fabiola to give that report to Olegario. If not, I'm lost.
And that's not all. I feel very powerless. I know an injustice is being committed with my girl, and I cannot do anything.
But what can you do? When Olegario makes a decision, it's because he's got everything controlled.
She is sacrificing, punishing herself to erase what she lived with Ruben. And I can't do anything. I can't prevent this pain. I feel so bad, Pancho. Olegario had stirred things inside me that I thought had been buried a long time ago. The fear, the anguish. It is like reliving that night, that whole nightmare, when that man...
No, please don't. Just don't torture yourself. That man is nothing. He's only a waste of life.
Yes, but Olegario does not mind. You talk to him. His name resounds in this house, and it torments me.
Yes, but it's only a coincidence.
A coincidence that can make him close to Ruben. And I do not want my son to know that his father is a miserable drunkard who raped me.
Bandidas,
Las Bandidas.